It's been a couple weeks since I outlined my third book in the Jezebel Origin series. I haven't actually titled it yet. I do have one in mind, but I don't want to say it yet in case it doesn't stick. So anyway, I feel like I've been drifting through April. I was like, I'll just take a little break, and then it turned into a 1 week and then 2 weeks, and I don't even know how long it's been. I gotta go back and look, but it's time to make a plan. So I figured I'll bring you guys along with me while I figure out what I'm gonna write and when. But I'm gonna go to the kitchen because he is supposed to be falling asleep. I totally hear him still talking to himself, but yeah, let's go make a plan.
I've been thinking of you for 2 weeks straight. I know that I need to get myself back in the game.
Okay, I finished outlining on the 13th, I think. Yeah, 13th of April, and today's the 21st, so it has been 8 days since I outlined. I really needed a break, you guys. I can't even tell you. I feel a little bit creatively drained, or maybe it's more the cycle. Like, I don't know if you guys deal with this, but I feel like I have not given enough credit to the fact that women are on kind of a cycle and it does affect our work. So I'll be like super productive, and then I'll just have a week, like the last week or so, where I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like working at all. But the other thing that I've learned about myself from vlogging lately, which I really like, I think I want to keep going with vlogs because it's making me more self-aware and more aware of my process. Like, I can look back and see exactly what I've done and how long it took. And this is a bit of a tangent, but there was somebody on one of my recent videos who was like, I can't stand how Authortubers track everything and they do their word count. And I was like, dude, listen, do what works for you. Nobody is telling you what to do. But I love tracking, and I'm not gonna quit because some random person on the internet doesn't like it, because it helps me so much, because I can go and look at a month like this, and because I was tracking in the vlogs what time of day was working for me, and I'll link that vlog series if you want to watch vlogs, because I really enjoyed making it. I tried different times of day, I tried different amounts of time, and I really got a sense of what works for me in this season of life right now. And because of that, I now feel like I have more data to go forward and make a plan for the next book. So for all the people who are tracking word counts, I couldn't care less. It works for me, and it's helping me to move forward and get things done. That's what we're here for today. We are gonna make a plan because I just need to do the math with you guys. I need to figure it out. I need to make a plan for writing this book, or it's not going to happen. I'm just being real with you. So I've made like a super basic calendar for May. I don't have anything on it yet. I just know that I need to figure it out because this week-long break could easily turn into 2 or 3 or 4 or more. Knowing that, I want to create a plan that is not a plan that superhero me can do. It's not an unrealistic plan. I want to create a realistic plan based on my season of life and what I know I can do. Okay, so let's do the math. First things first, I pretty much only work right now when Zion is napping. I try to spend his awake time with him, and then when he goes to bed at night, my husband is usually home from work, and I try to hang out with him, and obviously sleep is important. So I have pretty much been doing all of my work within Zion's naps, and he naps 4 hours a day. That's on a good day. That's actually like the long range. It could be closer to 3 hours a day. Depends on him, obviously. He's not a robot, but let's say on average I have 4 hours a day. But the first 10 minutes of each nap is usually spent figuring out if he needs anything, checking on him on the monitor. Today he was playing and having a really good time. It was like 20 minutes there. But if there's like 4 naps a day, 10 minutes of every nap equals about 40 minutes wasted. And then also minus 20 minutes usually for housekeeping. At some point during the day, I gotta do the dishes, the laundry, I gotta do phone calls, unfortunately, take care of bills, you name it. It's super fun. So that's an hour right there, which means really I only have 3 hours a day on a good day to get my work done. And I'd love to say writing is the only thing I do, but obviously it's not. I make videos here. Videos take usually 2 out of those 3 hours, so that leaves 1 hour. And then I have other things in my work as well, like obviously emails, or I have my Patreon page where I like to go and share early access to videos and newsletters. What else? I have a signed copy sale that I just ran, so that took time, and then I had to order the books, and then now I am waiting for them to come in the mail so that I can sign them, which is going to take at least 2 or 3, maybe more days, like full days. So I won't be writing it all on those days or doing videos. as you can see, it's very easy to not have any time for all of that time, those 3 hours a day, to be taken up. So the first thing I have to decide is to basically dedicate some time to this so that it doesn't get eaten up by other things, which is very easy to do. So I'm gonna say out of those 3 hours a day I have to work, I'm gonna say one of those hours needs to go to writing if possible. We'll say 5 days out of the week. I usually work Saturdays as well. I've had help on Saturdays up until this coming Saturday is the very last one, and then Mosen's parents are gonna be busy on Saturdays going forward, so I don't know if I'll continue working Saturdays, so I'm not going to count that. 5 days out of the week, an hour a day. I actually want to hopefully work in the morning and then do some of those things that I usually do in the morning later on in the day, but at some point in the day I want to dedicate an hour to writing, and I'm going to make it a goal. Now again, this is where that tracker that I had, here it is, comes in handy so much, and I think I'll make a fresh one for this next book, but when I look at this I can see that it took me roughly 26 hours and 15 minutes to write this book. So let's say that this book is going to be bigger, because most likely it will be, and let's say that it's going to take 28 hours maybe, let's say 28. So that means if I'm writing 1 hour a day, then I need, what did I say, 28 days, total writing days. Like, they don't have to be in a row, but I have to have that many total. They obviously won't be in a row because I'm only writing 5 days a week. So let's bring out the calendar and do the math. I'm going to show you guys how I do this. Okay, so like I said, this is today. It's the 21st. I am falling behind on videos, and so obviously I just need some catch-up time first. So I don't think I want to start this week. I think I want to start on Monday probably. So we'll call this day 1, day 2, 3, 4, and day 5. Like my decor here from Mandy's Sticker Shop. Then we'll go over to May and we'll continue. So Sundays we're taking off 6, 7. Okay, so I end on 27 on the 31st, and you know what? It was 26 hours for the last book, so let's say 27 hours instead for this book. And there might be a chance that I'm able to work on it a little on these days, so maybe I'll finish early. But I think, again, I need to make a plan that's feasible, not something that I wish I could do, but something I actually can do. So thinking that way is going to be really, really valuable and keep me on track. So as you can see, starting on the 25th, hoping to finish on the 31st. There you go. That is how I come up with a plan. It's super simple. It's not easy to actually do. It takes discipline. It takes committing to it. So I have to actually sometimes like sit and remind myself, okay, this is the plan. This is what I'm going to do. I've made a plan. And at the same time, I have to balance that with realistic expectations and grace for when things don't go according to plan, because there will be days that don't work out. There will be days where I'm like, nope, I'm sleeping in. I need to sleep in, and I might try writing later, or days where I can't write at all and I have to make up for it on Saturday, which is why I kind of leave that wiggle room. And I think that's really, really valuable to not set yourself the strictest possible schedule unless you work well that way. And I have in the past where I set really crazy deadlines and I knew I wasn't going to make them, but it was like pushing me. But right now in this season, I need more realistic deadlines. I need deadlines where I'm like, I can do this. I'm actually going to have a finished book on May 31st. I can't picture it right now. I really can't. It kind of blows my mind because I only know the outline of the story. I can't picture it being finished. But at the same time, I know my process. I know that when I show up, yes, there are bad days, but there are also good days. And as long as I keep showing up, the books get written. And that's really exciting. So I'm just getting like goosebumps thinking about the fact that I might have a third book by May 31st, which is technically, if it's the 21st, that's like 40 days-ish. Wow. Dang, I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I can't even. It's a little scary. I'm getting a little bit freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. But I think starting is literally the hardest part. It really is. And so I'm gonna vlog how that goes as well. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but I know that for me, vlogging it is keeping me more accountable because I know that I'm gonna be showing you guys. So it's making me stay on task, which is also really valuable if you're looking for things that can help you keep to your deadlines. Having outside accountability is huge. So in this case, YouTube, but you could have a critique partner or family or friends who ask you and are like, hey, have you been working on your book? And that is super motivating. But in the long run, it does boil down to, it is all up to you if you want to show up. And if it matters to you, then you make time. And I don't mean like you make time like a robot where you don't do anything else and you put it above everything else, because no, my baby comes first. There are going to be hard days, like I said, but I am not going to give up. And I think that is truly the thing that sets writers apart, is we don't give up. And so I hope this has been encouraging to you. And gosh, I'm excited. I am going to spend these last, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of preparing mentally, but also I'm going to read at least one book because I do want to refill my creative well and I don't want to start this off burnt out. I want to get some rest. I want to take it really easy. I do have some videos to edit, but I'm not going to push really hard. I'm just going to rest and get mentally prepared so I can start this off strong. Wish me luck, and I'll let you know how it goes.
It started